All right, good morning. So we're going to do a little two-point perspective, and what we're going to do with this is we are going to be making a cube work without a horizon, and we're going to do that with two vanishing points. And this is going to be a warm-up. It's a rough draft. Again, you're going to just do the best you can. And basically what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to create two vanishing points. So I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put one over here. Got to make sure I can see it on the camera. Now, within this space, what I want to do is build several cubes, and I want to do this in a manner that's going to give it a sense of depth. Again, the opposite, or the difference, sorry, not opposite, but the difference between a shape and a form is depth. So if a shape is a square, a form of that shape would be a cube. If the shape is a circle, the form would be a sphere. If a shape is a triangle, the form would be like a triangular prism, a pyramid, or a cone. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Now we have already practiced a couple of these methods, so I'm going to move a little quicker because I expect you to already understand some of them. To begin, I'm going to make a single cube, and I'm actually going to make it on the eye level line. Now again, I'm not drawing a horizon because these are all going to kind of be floating in space. Now, what I have been doing with you is we've been drawing our orthogonal line all the way to the vanishing point. But I want to be very clear. We don't have to draw it all the way to the vanishing point. If we use our straight edge, we know it goes to the vanishing point. So if I'm going to cut my box off, say here, then I'm simply going to stop my line there. Again, I would have my vertical line, and I did draw that one a little lighter because as I go from this corner to my vanishing point, it tells me where it's going to stop. And right there, I can erase. Now we could have done that by doing both orthogonals and then the transversal, the parallel line here, but I just chose to do it differently. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this side. And again, I'm going to move a little quicker because we've already done the practice on this. So we are going to get our cubes. Now if we do it this way, and we say, uh-oh, well that line doesn't reach. Well, it's not really a problem. Just continue it out and plug it in. And now we have a cube that is on the eye line. So this would be like if we walked up to a store, or like it kind of looks like a storage container, like on the back of a semi-truck. Alright, let's go ahead and make one above the horizon. And again, when we go above the horizon or below the horizon, we're going to get a little more work because we can see the bottom or the top. Again, you'll notice I'm simply going down to where my line stops, and then I'm putting my vertical, as good as I can get it, in. And again, if there is a problem, like if I say, oh no, well this line didn't continue, just fix it. Again, I'm going to go over here. Now, everything I've done so far, we have already done in a tutorial. Again, so right now it kind of looks like an open folder, something like that, because we can see the bottom here, it's above the horizon or above the eye line or eye level, therefore we can see the base, the bottom. So if we can actually go from the vanishing point and rotate this up till it hits a corner like that, we are going to draw that line. I'm going to draw that kind of light because we don't know where it's going to end, because we're going to do the same thing we did from this corner to the left vanishing point, from this corner to the right vanishing point. And where those two lines intersect is the bottom of the box. And now you can see this one looks like it's in the air and this one looks like it's sitting right in front of us. Now we're going to go a step further here though. We don't want just boxes. I want to create negative space. This is where it gets a little tricky. This is the new part of the tutorial today. So on the one on the horizon, we're going to go in and I'm going to draw another vertical line I'm going to draw an orthogonal line. And then I'm going to draw another parallel. Now, if this is closer to us, it's going to appear larger. So I'm going to make sure that the back parallel line is a little closer to this edge than this one. It'll create more illusion. Now, just like if we were doing letters, if we can see the interior, this is a hole. So if we can see a hole, we would be able to see the inside of this angle. So imagine if we were looking at the inside of a box. If we could see the inside of a box, like a shoe box or a waste can, we would be able to see some sort of angle here. So if the corner goes to the left vanishing point here, it's going to be the same vanishing point here. Now the easiest way to do this is just practice it. Because if you were to try to do the other vanishing point, it would not make any sense. So again, if I tried to go from this corner to this vanishing point, well, that can't exist. We already used that vanishing point for this one. So the only other vanishing point is the left vanishing point. And now you can see how it started opening up. It looks like we could go down inside of there. Let's keep going. Again, I'm going to make my vertical line. I'm going to go along the vanishing point here. And the reason I'm using the same vanishing point on the left is if it was a window, just like you guys did on, if you make a building, if this was a window on the outside of a building, it's going to use the same vanishing point that the wall does. And again, you can see that opens up. Now if this was another hole, now we're going to end up seeing, and I'll draw this one kind of light because we're going to do some erasing here, but now I would see this line continue from here through, like if it was a fish tank. And the reason I stopped my lines right in here is because if I can see this back corner now, I could actually see the right vanishing point. So I'm going to line up my right vanishing point. I'm going to line up my corner, and just like we would the other side of the box, we can now see this line. And if we can see this line where it meets, this is going to become a corner, and we know that that is going to be a vertical. And if again we can see this angle go there, we should know this one goes here. And if we put the vertical and the angle correct, they should all line up just like that. And now you can start really seeing my optical illusion. You should be able to see that now this looks very open. Here, I'll rotate it. So as I rotate it, the vanishing points didn't change, but your brain still says, hey, that has depth. There is now a hole there. Technically, I could go through this way and out this way. Let's continue with this one. For this one, I'm going to do the same exact thing, only I'm going to use the very bottom of the box. So again, if my bottom angle is like this, going to vanishing point 2 on the right, I'm going to duplicate that angle. I'm going to go up here. It's the same angle. And then my side lines are going to be the other vanishing point. Vanishing point 1 and 2, A and B, whatever you want to call them. Or left and right probably makes a little more sense. And there's a hole. Now if there was an actual hole in here, again, just like where we have a corner here, we have a vertical. So if we have a corner, we have a vertical. And I'll just darken some lines for you. Now, we can't really see any other parts of this box right now. So let's go ahead and open it up some more. Again, vertical, vertical. Now remember, vertical lines in 2-point perspective don't go to a vanishing point. So again, the easiest way to get this is to learn through doing. If you watch the video and it's confusing, try to do it. See if it makes more sense. Now again, if we put a hole there, we're going to end up seeing this top corner. And this top corner, again, we can't make that corner can't go to this vanishing point. It doesn't make any sense. If I line it up, there's no line to be seen. So this corner is going to go to vanishing point 2, or the right one. I'm going to draw it lightly because we already know there's a vertical here. If our vertical were to continue up and this was to continue to the vanishing point, we get a corner. Now here's the thing. If I go from this vanishing point, I should be able to line up this corner here and continue it out. And you'll see that now we have 2 open boxes. Now just for the sake of kind of seeing this a little better, I have some colored pencils here. And I'm just going to color in some of the walls to try to help you see where the colors match. So again, here we have the purple wall. But the purple wall doesn't stop here. The purple wall continues to this. This right here is the same exact wall that we're seeing. So again, there is all the purple wall. Alright, so again, let's go ahead and color in red. We'll color in this wall. So again, this area, I'll go a little quicker since it's a large space. This red area here is again the same wall that is right here. And again, there is no hole in this wall in the back. We didn't put a hole in there, so I'm going to just color it solid. And I'm going kind of quick. It's a little messy, but again, this is a rough draft. Alright, so you can see that this wall is the same. Alright, let's do one more. What if... Well, actually, I think that's good for today. We'll pick up here tomorrow. Good luck.